Yeah, so here it is. It's election day. We
Yeah.
were talking about how this has impacted our clients and sort of how they're managing their struggles with food. And I'm just wondering what you're noticing. It's really,
Yeah, I'm noticing all across the board from, people feeling activated and highly stressed and worried with the election and what the outcomes are going to be um and using food to cope or distract or avoid or escape, those feelings. And it from emotional eating to I can't eat because of this, or I avoid food to cope, or binge eating. I mean, all kinds of things are showing up.
yeah,
They're struggling.
everyone
Mm.
is struggling with the state of the world right now.
Yep.
You even mentioned that somebody was even considering like stopping their sessions right now because they didn't feel like they were making progress. And what did you say to them?
I just tell them, I mean, this has been more than just one person, but, feeling like they can't or aren't able to make the progress that they have been up until, the weeks leading up to the election and kind of where we're at right now. And I just encourage them, this is a blip in time that is extremely hard right now, and everything is challenging. And if anything, you need more support rather than, like if they want to, skip nutrition sessions, or let's just, pause for now. And it's like, no, 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 let's meet. Because even if we're
Yes,
not making goals and making plans with your eating, even just trying to like reduce the potential for harm to happen, like harm reduction and support and whatever we need to do to just keep you going is the goal right now. It's not necessarily like moving forward. It's
absolutely. Very, very good point. And I love that you're able to articulate that to them. Like
Mhm.
it this almost reminds me of the pandemic in the very beginning when everyone would just, it was just such a scary, scary time and people needed more support, not less. Yeah.
Right.
Wasn't the time to,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yep, exactly. This is
And
not
not,
a time
not
to,
to compare, but just like this
right.
overall feeling of dread. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely not a time to be down on yourself for not making progress.
Thank you for saying that.
Hmm.
And to have grace and to give yourself space to just be.
Hmm.
We're not going to do everything right.
Right.
We are going
Exactly.
to we are going to eat emotionally. We may restrict our food, but
Mhm.
that's not the end all and be all. We can get back on track. We can get back on
Yeah.
track.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. So,
Yesterday, just like on a personal note, yesterday I was feeling incredibly anxious and I was like, what do I need? And I pushed myself and I just took a walk. I just left work. I took a walk and that was very, very helpful, like distraction. What works for you when you're really stressed out? What kind of things work for you?
that is probably number one, is movement for
Movement.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if I can get outside, which I live in Wisconsin, so I'm pretty used to all kinds of weather. Like I will get
No,
outside when
even though it gets dark at like 5 o'clock now, I don't know. Do you have daylight savings time in Wisconsin?
oh yeah, yeah, we do. It's dark early. I'll put on the reflective vest and the lights, blinking lights and all of that stuff. I'll go out in the dark. Yeah, because just getting outside and escaping the confines of the room and the house, right? We have like walls and a roof, which can kind of feel a little bit like confining sometimes. And I feel like getting outside where there's not that is really helpful for me. And movement, whatever, if it looks like gentle movement, if it looks like more intense movement, I just kind of do what my body feels like it needs to just decompress and escape some of
Love that.
that
I love that.
anxiety.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What are some other strategies? Movement.
I have my dog with me.
Oh, you have your
He's pretty
dog.
much my
Yeah.
shadow. So sometimes I just pet him while I'm working, I've got one hand petting him. Um, or, we play, which is kind of nice because it's like his life is so simple. He doesn't know that there's an election going on.
Absolutely. I think my cat does. because she's very skittish.
Is she?
She won't sit in my lap, but I can bribe her with like a little piece of chicken, then she'll come and sit in my see food. Food.
Maybe she's feeling the anxiety too. She's like picking
Maybe.
up on the human,
I think
emotion.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there are so many things like ways to decompress and just really number one is honestly turning off the news and like really allowing yourself space to not be overwhelmed with it.
Mhm.
This is time, like seriously, like if anyone's gonna binge like television, like funny shows, stupid shows,
Yes.
like
Yeah.
that's really safe and not harmful. Anything that helps you distract. I'm
Yep.
actually getting cards. I have to play cards with my husband because
Oh,
I
fun. I
I
love
need something to do
that.
with my hands and like not watch television. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. And then you guys can like, banter back and forth about about the
exactly.
game or
You know what?
whatever.
Whoever's watching this, the reason we're doing this is to show like we're human too. We are struggling as much as anyone. Um, I just keep hearing about so many therapists are sitting with their clients and really kind of experiencing the same thing.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
yeah,
Definitely.
it's going to be
Yeah.
a
We're all just trying to cope right now. And yeah, I think for me too, a big one is like you said, turning off the news and just not, I mean, I open my email inbox and New York Times is, working double time with all their headlines and everything, which is fine. But I don't have to engage in all of that because I can get sort of the gist of what's going on if I want to. But also, like, today, there's nothing I can do besides go and vote.
You know what? That is it. Exactly. You can vote. That's the
Mhm.
best. That's the best advice. Thank you.
That's nice. Yep.
All right. So the main thing is here, don't cancel your appointments. If you're struggling, we're here to help you
Yeah,
always.
absolutely.
You can definitely reach out to my website, ericaleon.com. There's a contact me page, and I can speak to you and match you with the right dietitian in my practice.
Yep, we're here for you. Of
Thank you for this conversation, Rebecca. Thank you.
course, absolutely.